A Solidworks bill of material table extracts component information from an assembly and represents it in table format. Bill of material tables are fully associated with the model and will automatically update if changes to the assembly occur. All tables in SolidWorks can be customized in many ways to suit your needs. In this tutorial, I will explain some settings associated with tables in SolidWorks and show how to create and modify a bill of material table. I will also demonstrate how to save bill of material template to reuse those modifications in other drawings. Lastly, I will show you an example of a tabulated bill of material which can be used to represent multiple configuration of an assembly. Before I create a bill of material table in this drawing, I will make a few changes to the document properties. The default setting of my drawings are controlled by the drawing template used to create it. In Options Document Properties, I can access the settings of the current drawing document include settings related to tables. I'll modify the font for tables in this drawing to be 8-point font and will exit the option dialog. If this were a setting that I use often, I may want to consider creating a drawing template with this document properly already defined. The sheet format of the drawing also contains some information relating to the tables. The sheet format contains the title block and border information is used to size the drawing sheet. In the feature manager tree, if I expand to sheet format, I can see the anchor points that currently exist. These are used to define default location for tables to be located around the title block and border. To set an anchor point, I can right click on the here and choose set anchor from the menu. Then I select the vertex where I would want to table to be located. The bill of material table for this drawing will be in the upper left. Anchor points location can be saved with sheet format file to define default location for drawing tables. At this point, I am ready to add the bill of material table. The bill of material and other table commands can be found in the Insert Tables drop-down menu. The Annotation toolbar or from the right-click menu when working in a drawing. An existing view needs to be selected to specify the assembly that will be used to generate the table. The bill of material options are now available in the Property Manager. The first selection is to choose a table template. The table template defines the columns and formatting that will initially be created in table. For now, I will use the standard default template shown. To position the table, I will select the checkbox to attach the anchor points I defined a moment ago. And for the type of bill material, I'll choose parts only. A parts only bill of material will create line items for all individual components rather than listing any sub-assemblies. There are many additional options for this command, but for this example, I will be leaving the other selections at their defaults. For detailed information about these options, there is always access to the help file for any command by selecting the question mark at the top of the property manager. Completing this command will generate the table with the information gathered from the assembly model. Next, I will modify the table to reorder the columns and include some additional information I wish to display. When I hover the cursor over the table, you can see the column and row headers become visible. The reorder the information in the table, I can drag and drop rows and columns by these headers. I will hold down my left mouse button and drag the quantity column to a new position. Many options for modifying the table can be found in the right click menu, including the ability to add additional columns. Here I will right click in a cell of the description column and choose to insert a column to the right. I am prompted to define the information I would like to use in this column. I'll choose to populate the new column with the custom property menu fact. Existing columns can be modified using this same dialog by double clicking on a column header. By default, the column title is the same as the custom property name. To modify it, I can double click in the cell and type the title as I would like it to appear. Notice the formatting toolbar that becomes available when making selections within the table. I'll select the manufacturer column by clicking the column header and use the toolbar to align the text to the left. The title should remain centered, however, so I will select this single cell and choose center align from the toolbar. Multiple columns and rows can be selected by using the control key, giving you an easy method to adjust common formatting options together. To put the finishing touches on the table, I will make some adjustment to the sizes of the column. Column and row borders can be dragged to be resized, or double clicking will fit them to the size of the text. To better fit the table on my drawing sheet, I may choose to split the table. This is one of the options available in the right click menu. I'll simply right click at the location in the table where I want to split and choose how would like to split to occur. I can then move the separated table to the new location by dragging the upper left corner. It will snap to locations on the sheet to assist in proper placement. At any time, a split table can be merged into the again by using the merge table option in the right click menu. To save the customization I have made to this table so I can reuse them in other drawings, I'll create a table template. Another option I have available in the right click menu for the table is in the option to save as. The default type of file save as is a template, but notice I can also export the bill of material information to Excel or text file if I wish. I'm creating a template here, so I will stick with that option. I will name this template bomb with manufactured and save it to an appropriate directory. A tabulated bill of material can be used to display information from the multiple configuration of an assembly in a single table. I'll start by creating a bill of material in this drawing using the same method I demonstrated in the previous lesson. This time I will be using the custom table template that I saved and I will clear the attach to anchor points option to demonstrate positioning the table manually. I will also choose a top level for the bomb type. Tabulated bill of material must be top level only. Next I will expand the configuration option. There are checkbox available here for me to choose which configuration I wish to represent in the table. I'll start by selecting all configuration. To locate the table manually, I'll select the green check and move the cursor onto the sheet. The table will be snapped to the sheet border to assist in positioning it. Left clicking will place the table. The tabulated bill of material lists the quantity of items for each configuration selected. At this point, I have decided I want to narrow down the configuration that are represented in the table. To access the bill of materials property manager again, I can click the upper left corner of the table or to make this specific change. I can double click at the top of any of the quantity columns to access the list of configurations. I'll clear the checkboxes for everything except the no hardware and position 2 configurations. With this type of bill of material, it's possible that items may appear with zero quantity like I see here in the no hardware configuration. I can control how zero quantity is displayed in the table by adjusting my options. In options, document properties, I'll expand the table options and access the settings specific for bill of material. Instead of displaying a dash for a quantity of 0, I'll choose to display the number 0 in the table and click OK. Balloons or notations can be added to drawing views to call out the line items of the table. I'll use an auto balloon command to add balloons in the view on this sheet. Balloons maintain a link to the table so that if modifications are made to the item numbers, the balloons will automatically update. To demonstrate this, I will introduce you to another useful option accessible in the right-click menu of the table, the sort command. The default order for components to appear in the bill of materials is the order in which they were added to the assembly model. By right-click in the manufactured column, I can choose to sort the table using this property, and all line items with the same value will be grouped together. The item numbers will automatically update as well as will the balloons in the drawing view.